Hey guys, Kusha here with Exoscribe TV, and today I want to talk to you about the different phases of motion. So there's a lot of different phases of motion when it comes to training in sports, and I'm going to talk about four that are the primary ones. So one that you're probably most familiar with is your isometric contraction, and what that is that's kind of like your plank, where you have tension on the muscle, but there's no change in length. You're not actually moving the muscle through range of motion. The next one would be an isotonic exercise. That's where you have constant tension. So there could be movement at the joint, but there's constant tension on it, and that's tough to do, especially in the gym or in sports, because typically, especially when you're doing free weights and machines, there's never constant tension. It changes. The amount of resistance on the muscle itself actually changes depending on the gravitational forces and where that dumbbell may be relative to space. But if you're using something like a resistance band, it can be somewhat closer to that. But more likely than not, you're not doing any isotonic exercise in the gym. Same with isokinetic. Isokinetic is similar, but in the sense that it's at a constant velocity, a constant speed, not constant tension. So like I said, most exercises we're doing in the gym is not at a constant tension, nor is it at a constant speed, because we have to accelerate and decelerate certain exercises. Same with sports. This is also why a lot of experts will say that ballistic motions are what cause injuries. Most injuries actually arise out of not being able to have the strength to decelerate properly. So you're not being able to use the hamstrings effectively to decelerate the body when you're running is what can lead to injuries, for example. So that kind of leads me to my next point, which is the auxotonic type of motion or phase, and that's more of your concentric and eccentric phases. That's your upward and downward phases, your acceleration and your deceleration, and that's where most of our training in sports take place. So if you can properly train yourself to, most importantly, decelerate the eccentric portion of motions, like on the squats, on deadlifts, on curls, whatever it may be, even on plyometrics or depth jumps. Those things will train the body and train the brain to help you build that eccentric strength to avoid injuries and get stronger. Thanks for tuning in today. See you next week on Exoscribe TV. See you soon.